You know, I try to make it easy for people you think that are supposed to love you and supposed to give a damn about you. Just care. Just care. You don't have to do anything. Just care. But I gotta remind myself that if these fucking pieces of shit, not if, these pieces of shit can't give a damn. They can't give a damn. They know that it's important to me, so they're not gonna fucking do it. Or they're just pieces of shit and they've always been pieces of shit. Either way, they hate me so fucking much or they're just goddamn fucking ugly ass pieces of shit. Giving a damn is, they can't do it. They can't do it. Kentuckians, Republicans, Christians, they cannot fucking do it. So, Larry Robinson. I said, let's read about this. I need some good news. But I want to talk a little bit about Larry Robinson, okay? The charges against CW and Nicole Mallory, including felony stalking, tampering with the utility meter, and petty theft, were dismissed on Thursday, May 11th, after months of disputes with a neighbor, a single white woman, and local law enforcement. Wow, so this is great. This is fantastic. Essentially, this is the same shit that was happening over there at my house. When I was in Costilla County, I was minding my own business and just building my own house because I want to build a home, a safe home for my family, and I want a crime-free neighborhood and a civil society. Those are my intentions. How many people comes into your neighborhood and says, here are my intentions, and they are good? None of them do that. They just fucking settle, and they're just fucking asshole criminal fucks, and then they just keep on being criminal fucks. That's a good thing. Why are you here? Is it good intentions? I want to hear these good intentions. And then I would listen, and I would say, thank God we found a good person. He's going to be an anti-crime. He's paid for his permits. He's against crime. No, this is great. This is fantastic. He's paying for his permits. He's a lawful person. He's just minding his own business, building his own house. He wants to get a career, find a wife, raise a family. Not a big deal, right? Not a huge thing. What's the problem? I can't fucking live here, can't live there. So when I was over at Costilla County, I had crimes happen to me after that happened over and over again. I had crimes that happened right here. Nobody's telling me a fucking thing. And everybody's pretending like it's not fucking happening. It hasn't happened for 5 months, but I'm fucking petrified. I'm scared to death that these pieces of shit are doing this shit. And if firing a couple warning shots, this is exactly when I was growing up. My aunt, Kathy Gripshover, gets to hit me, and then I have to apologize to Lucy and Kevin. Nah, Kevin and Lucy, I'm so sorry she hurt me. And then I said, hey, don't hurt me. And I stood up for myself. I'm so sorry. Why would I apologize? Why would you make your own child apologize to somebody that abused them? What a sick motherfucking pile of shit. You made her cry. If she wants to abuse you, she's allowed to abuse you. She was crying because she thought that she hurt me and that you loved me and that you cared about me, and therefore she wasn't going to be allowed to be in the house anymore. That's all that she's ever give a fuck about. Putting on makeup, going to Kathy's house, abusing children. Never had a single conversation with me. It breaks my fucking heart. So it sucks that Robert Picaro and Kenny Capin wants to take shots at me, and I gotta keep on reminding myself. They're fucking assholes. Lucy Gripshover can't give a fuck about anybody else because she's a fucking asshole. She has to suck her daddy's dick. I didn't talk to him for a second, Daddy. We made no meaningful connections, Daddy. Nope. No, he wanted to live in America and be a good citizen and raise a good family. I had nothing in common with him, Daddy. I couldn't. It breaks my fucking heart. Fucking so goddamn dedicated to not giving a shit. Larry Robinson, he hurts my feelings. But there's nothing, Kevin and Lucy breaks my fucking heart like no motherfucker ever in the fucking world. They go around and pretend they're decent people, and I've seen them the dust off of people's shoulders because they're so kind and gentle. They're so kind and gentle. Go to Christmas and they would help with dishes. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you pieces of shit? Kevin and Lucy, what they really fucking loved to do was yell at me and put green beans on my plate, and because my taste buds wasn't the same as her taste buds, and she's stupid, so she's thinking that I'm not eating her green beans because I'm just trying to insult her. She's an insecure, egotistical piece of shit. So clearly my taste buds are the same as her taste buds, and if she likes the green beans, then I better like the damn green beans. And she kept putting them on my fucking plate, and he kept making me fucking eat them, and I wouldn't eat them. So I'd sit there for an hour or two, just sit there. God damn, when I think about all the crimes that Phil Greeny did to me, and let's say their charges were happening and he goes to jail for a day or something, that would be some justice. But you know what? If you were to put Phil Greeny in the room with Lucy, and then Lucy puts the green beans on the plate, and then Kevin puts the green beans down his throat, and then they go and watch TV in the living room while you're sitting there by yourself, and they're watching TGI Friday, Urkel, and all this other shit, right? Laughing like Jonestown. They're laughing too much. They're laughing like they're not torturing the fuck out of their fucking brother, their own fucking family, right there in front of them. Laughing up a fucking storm. Ah ha 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 ha! We're not torturing one of our own. We're not torturing a sibling. We're not fucking over our own children. Ah ha 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 ha! And eventually I'd put the fucking green beans in my pocket or fucking throw them away or fucking try to just shove them down my fucking throat. Gagging my fucking self. Even if there was a good fucking cut of meat. The chicken was good, but you made me eat these green beans. And you're fucking pieces of shit. And why are you doing this? You don't have a philosophy of goodness. You're evil pieces of shit. And you're always going to be evil pieces of shit. You're never going to talk to me, huh? You abuse me and you abuse me. And then when I go out in the world and I start to feel scared and I say, hey, I got abused when I was younger, so I got anxiety. So just, I resort to that fucking sort of tactic, but if somebody says that they were abused, I told a black guy in Louisville. He seemed like a nice guy, seemed like a decent dude. I came all the way to Louisville just to talk to you, man. Yeah, I don't like abuse, but he was a tough guy, and if I was to, do any of this shit, shove green beans down his fucking throat, no, fuck you. Nah, you eat the green beans, motherfucker! I bet you'd have a problem with that. Oh, wait, how come you think you get to defend yourself and stand up for yourself? That's weird. And then it sucks that I go to, it was Louisville, but apparently black folks are hitting their children even more than the white folks. So they adopted white sickness like a motherfucker. Crime is a crime. You can't go around punching people. You can't steal from people. You can't rape people. And you can't murder people. And I have to say these things out loud because I don't have anybody that agrees with me on those things, that would talk to me, that relates to me on those things. Those are rules. It's the 10 Commandments, It's also common sense. It's also America. It's also Colorado. It's Oregon. It's Washington. It's common sense. It's morality. No, you can't hit. You can't assault people. You can't assault people sexually. You can't assault people physically. No, you can't put your hands on my body, man. No, you can't. You got to get consent. You can't rob me. No, I worked hard for that, man. Blood, sweat, toil, and tears. You just gonna take that from me? Rape? You can't hear the cries and the screams? You're so horned up. You just want to touch something fat? She's screaming, man. Murder. My dogs, there's like two things that really annoy me about my dogs. One of them is when they steal each other's food. I'm so diligent about making sure each one of them get fair, everybody gets a fair portion and make sure everybody gets to eat. But if I put 3 dishes out, and they eat the one, Yida likes to do it. Eat his, and then he's on somebody else immediately. The faster he eats his food, then he can start stealing their food. And he was born before all the rest of them, so he knows he could just scare the rest of them and just get them in line, and then he eats all the food, and then here, I, pass the bowls around, I come back around, all the bowls are used, I could tell, but it's just, you're stealing another motherfucker's food, you piece of shit. Yida, you already ate. And now you're taking something that ain't yours? He needs to eat too. She needs to eat too. You're taking every goddamn person's. So I hate it when they steal each other's food, and I really hate it when they hurt each other, and they won't fucking stop. And sometimes they're playful. Sometimes they're being playful, and they just, won't stop. And I guess that's where rape comes from, right? They're being playful, and they're being well-meaning because, they're having fun with each other. But then the other one's like, no, I'm going for it. What are you going for? It? No, don't go for it. No, I just kind of like running over here and running over there. We ain't doing that. What are you talking about? So when they're awful and terrible to each other, I kind of expect it, but like when they're being playful and then the other one is screaming, when they're fighting or when they're playing and the other one is just like screaming. They're in pain and they hate it and they just keep on fucking doing it. Jax likes to jump on Red Cloud. And Red Cloud is such a sweetheart. I feel like all Red Cloud wants Jax just fucking run around with me. Fucking take me, let's go search for rabbits and stuff, I'm a dog, you're a dog, we could go do dog things. But instead, Jax just wants to jump on top of Red Cloud. It breaks my heart, man, so I'm just going to be sad for the rest of my life. I don't want these pieces of shit in my life anymore. If I fail, I'd like to fail on my own, but these pieces of shit have been fucking with me my whole life. I never had a goddamn chance. For 5 months, I've had some peace, but I just know that they're going to be back. And I think that there's a white truck and there's a fucking bathtub that was taken, so they're already coming back. The crimes still continue. So I'm not safe here. The cops, nobody's listening to me. And I'm not going to wait for Phil Greeny to fuck me over. I'm scared. I am petrified. I don't know why Phil Greeny needed to fuck with me day in and day out. Phil Greeny kept me a prisoner in my own home for over a year in Costilla County. Why would my mother listen to that and not go to solve it? Here's what I want you to do, Lucy Gripshover. File charges with the shit that you saw. Oh, you can't do that because you hate me so much? You can't give a fuck? That'll never dawn on you to be a good fucking mature, responsible adult? You need me to stand over you and say, fill this paper out and fill that paper out? You're the one telling us what to fucking do. She would pick a fucking fight and get him. He stopped hitting her. And then start hitting us. And I guess that's what really turned her on. She fucking loved that shit. So I'm brokenhearted. I wish they could just fucking talk to me. They've talked to so many fucking people. Just talk to them like they're people. They're decent to them. They're not trying to fuck them over. They're not trying to exploit them, manipulate them, rob them. But he pushed me to be straight A, so I'm sure I fucking said some, intelligent things that made them feel not very smart. And they'll say that somehow that's like equivalent. An oppressor has to oppress the shit out of you. The reason why she wanted to shove green beans down my throat was because I was supposed to have the same taste buds as her. He has different taste buds? That don't make sense. Daddy, make him like the crap food I make. Daddy, make him love me. He say my food's crap, Daddy. All I gotta do is just bounce around and kind of be goofy and you like me. He wants me to be a mature person and talk to him and relate to him. So I'd like to get this stuff. I'd like to be able to talk about this enough to where I feel comfortable. They were pieces of shit to me. You all didn't give a fuck. You didn't give a fuck then. You don't give a fuck now. You don't give a fuck. You're terrible people. You are terrible fucking people. So I would love, I've gotten in trouble for speeding and taking a t-shirt in Florida. I'd love to think that you motherfuckers are opposed to crime and opposed to sadism and opposed to one person hurting another person, but you're not. You are not opposed to that. You guys are the most dedicated criminal fucks ever. Because then I'm going to college, so they're pieces of shit, right? And they just wanted me to be a bitch-ass slave fucking nobody bitch boy who does their dishes all the time. So I'm supposed to be the most intelligent fucking a lawyer, dishwasher? No, they don't want me to be smart at all. They don't want anyone to listen to me or pay attention to me. They were cruel to me and they were terrible to me and they couldn't fucking stop themselves. And then I'm homeless for 20 fucking years and I just never get a safe home. I never get a fucking chance. Half this damn country. Can you go to your fridge and just pour Kool-Aid and then go to the damn IGA and get yourself some fucking meat and come back home and everything's fine and dandy? Phil Greeny didn't let me do that. Phil Greeny was stalking me. So was goddamn Kenny Capin, and so was Robert Pickrell. You think I'm making this shit up? What, so I don't get in trouble? You want to rate me for 6 years for firing a couple warning shots? Okay. But the system is fair, right? So you're going to arrest Robert Pickrell and Kenny Capin for shooting shots at me. Of course you are. Noah Spalding shot shots at me. I'm supposed to believe he's against racism, yet he's getting along with all those Nazis out there. We gonna arrest any of these people? Phil Greeny, every time I would walk outside, he was driving by my damn house. He's even driving over here, too. Just a couple times. And so I know you pieces of shit are fucking pieces of shit, and you've been trying to fuck me over my whole fucking life. Kathy attacked me, and I had to apologize to her, stupid fat-ass bitch, fucking stinky bitch ass. That stupid bitch didn't give a fuck about anybody. She just wanted to attack a child, and then basically she just didn't want Lucy to not love her. She just wanted Lucy's love. So when Lucy says, you shouldn't have hit my kid, but that's okay. We love my kid, we love you, and we're all going to get along together. If Lucy would have stood up for goodness and righteousness and justice, but she didn't. She was political. And she was going to choose her sister over her stupid shit son that she abuses every day. Kathy, we don't even listen to this piece of shit. We've never listened to this piece of shit. We never will listen. We abuse him and abuse him and abuse him. And instead of thinking, well, hell, we committed 1 million crimes against him. Maybe we should be nicer. No, we think, well, shit, he must fucking love that shit. Somebody wants to shove green beans down your throat. How should you react? I'm wondering if I was to try to shove green beans down his throat. No, you fucking eat. No, how about not green beans? They like green beans. Hey, here's just dog shit. No, I want you to eat dog shit. And you're not going to get off this table until you swallow this dog shit, you punk-ass piece of shit. No, you got to eat the dog shit. For 2 hours, you got to eat this dog shit. So Phil Greeny might go to jail, but you think he gets punished like this? Fucking shit. And then Lucy comes out here, and I think she's in love with Phil Greeny. They locked eyes, and she's going to suck his dick. Neil bullied me. It's either her or somebody else in the family. She got somebody in the family to suck every person that bullied me's dick. Because clearly if you're abusing my son, then you're just like my daddy. And my daddy's big and strong, and he's not a bad guy, even though he beat my mom all them times. If you're beating up my son, you must be a big, strong daddy, so I'll suck your dick, okay, big daddy? And then to the husband, see, husband, I didn't love him at all. And is that supposed to be good? God damn. You just want to have a woman and just go to a shack and just have sex? All right, enjoy your fucking selves. But don't come around me telling me you're a good person and that, why the fuck should you be... You write me 1,000 pages why you think you get to be in my life. You give me 1,000 pages. They haven't talked to me a day in my life. You think they're going to write 1,000 fucking pages? They're fucking restrained from me. You attacked me. You watched me get attacked as a child. You knew me as a child. I don't want to know you pieces of shit. Barbara Williams, as soon as the first day they left me with her, she attacked me immediately. And they didn't notice every time they brought me back to her house, I was dead on the inside. I was scared. I was petrified. Just like how Phil Greeny's doing to me. But the reason why I'm scared, it sucks that people are fucking with me. And it sucks if I defend myself, I'll lose it all. But I got my honor, I got my dignity, and the only way to stop a bully is to knock him the fuck down. And they're gonna keep fucking with me, and you guys kept on ignoring him, and they kept on ignoring him, and I'm gonna try to arrest him, because that's what I'm lawfully allowed to do. I read your stupid laws, I fucking paid for your stupid fucking permits. I don't go around killing your puppies. But that's what y'all do to me. And you're on the side of the criminals. All I wanted my fucking family to do is give a fuck. Just care. And it's not family. They weren't family until I came around. They've been against family, those anti-family fucks, so I should thank them. And I need to fucking breathe. And, they're not here now. They might come back. So I gotta get ready for that. I know they're pieces of shit. I know that Kathy will come into my house and Kathy will abuse me and Lucy will make me apologize to the criminal. She's a piece of shit and she don't give a fuck about right or wrong. She don't give a fuck about her son. She don't care about her son, goddamn what, having a fucking bank account. She don't care if I have a house or a wife or a career. She don't care if I have a good life. Daddy's insecure, so Daddy needs to keep fucking me over so that way he feels big and tough, because that's what wins her over. Because he's so big and tough and he knows what's going on. And my son can't even tie his own shoes. We hit him all the time to make sure he eat green beans, and he just fucking took it like a dumb motherfucker. What a bunch of fucking sick psychopaths. I have to tell you that I don't want to be attacked and abused and attacked. I want you to talk to me with fucking respect. I have to tell you that. And these are my parents. And basically, because they've been terrible fucking people to me, then for the rest of my life, I'm tainted because I had green beans shoved up my ass. So for the rest of my life, nobody's going to give a fuck. Phil Greeny gets to fucking rape my fucking kids. Robert Pickerel gets to shove green beans up my kids and kittens and dogs' asses. Thank you, Kenny Capin and Robert Pickerel. Sure love how you shove green beans. Oh, you killed my... Hey, Troy Zinn, you're coming over here to shove green beans up my kids' asses, huh? You gonna reassure me you're not a piece of shit? You gonna do anything that's good and positive whatsoever? I know you're a stupid criminal piece of shit. That's a fact. I know that. Of course you go around killing people's puppies. You're always been pieces of shit. When the fuck you like shoving green beans down kids' throats? You like murdering people's puppies? You like doing drive-by shootings? You don't like stopping criminals. You don't like being a good cop. You don't like having to listen to dude. Does it look weak? You want me to be stronger? What the fuck could I do better? Okay, let's see. As a citizen, I don't know what I could have done better. I have no idea what I could have done better. Keep on calling them? Maybe? Pestering them? But that's why I got arrested. I shouldn't have called them in the first place. What could I have done better? I follow the laws. I'm not committing crimes. You kill my puppy, Robert Pickerel and Phil Greeny keep stalking the shit out of me to where I'm not allowed to fucking leave my house. Nick Vallejo's a part of it, that bitch-ass piece of shit. He's probably been typing to me online for quite some fucking time, and he's a racist bitch. That's all he cares about, is being a dumb, ugly, racist bitch. He was friend with Jeremy Costley. The nasty shit that he said about the McDonald's, he knew about it. He heard some shit, and he didn't speak up against it. He defends sovereigns. The word sovereign. He was friends with Jeremy Costley. And he was fucking with me too. My mother sat right next to him. You know what he did? I asked him where my dog was, and there was a dog that was barking. I was like, can you see if that's a dog? And he's like, why don't you go out there and check it? And when I went outside, I just stayed in the garage because he was being weird. And then a truck drove by. And then I told him about it later, and he started fucking, man, that didn't happen. Nothing like that happened. The only way that you could have excused it was that I had called you first, and then Hiram Richardson, did the drive-by thing. So is it possible it's a coincidence? Yeah, I guess it's possible. But no, he's a piece of shit, and he can't stop being a piece of shit. Two things. So I had that trial, right? I had a 3-day trial, and the Crips... I had 2 Crips actually stop into a pizza parlor. Eva Miller was right there. She's such an oblivious piece of shit, she won't even fucking know what the fuck happened. I was in there eating pizza, drinking a beer with a 60-year-old friend of the family. And 2 Crips come in. And they're all decked out like they're ready to commit a crime. Ski mask and everything. Ask Eva Miller, she won't even fucking know about it. Lucy sat right next to Villela. And, Villela was showing me a little bit of kindness, and then Lucy started talking about God. Start being a bitch. Do you believe in God? Why not? You've been sucking the atheist dick your whole life, you piece of shit. She's fucking with Nick Villela because she don't fucking respect him. You want to be somewhat kind to my son? No, I gotta be a dumb bitch. I gotta destroy this fucking relationship, this friendship. I don't want anyone loving my son. So if I went out here and just failed on my own, that'd be fine. But I got fucking pieces of shit that are fucking... All I wanted them to do is give a damn, and so I guess since they want me to keep on eating out of their hand like a fucking chicken eating little pieces of fucking corn kernels, you want my approval? Well, I'll never give it to you. Huh? How about that? You want me to learn some objections to help strengthen your legal mind? No! I don't want you to have a stronger mind, and I don't want you to get a career and a wife. I don't want you to have a good life. Lucy, give me advice to go get arrested. So go get raped by those men. Will you read some of the laws? No. Why are you so ugly to me? And why would you pretend that you're not? You know that you haven't talked to me. I just wanted you to sit next to me, have an open line of communication, and my own mother couldn't fucking do it. So it's hard for me to ask. I can't ask anybody at this point. I cannot ask anybody at this point. Can you be kind? You cannot be kind. You might be, like, mannerly. But I need you to be good fucking people. No, be good, wholesome citizens. Be good mothers. Be good parents. Be good Americans. When motherfuckers, you want to sit there and say warning shots from behind the house, you punk-ass bitches. That's a big fucking, you're scared of a couple warning shots? Motherfuckers. I had people doing drive-by shootings. I've heard bullets whiz by my fucking head. I had 5 fucking cops with their AK-47s on me, motherfucker. You can't fucking goddamn walk a day in my shoes. Motherfuckers, you're a bunch of bitch-ass fucking scared. Cops kidnapped me because I was defending myself, just like that Kathy and Lucy thing. Lucy wants to beat me up. Kathy comes in and abuses me. Neither one of them gives a shit. So when I tell Lucy, hey, Kathy abused me, well, you don't give a fuck, you piece of shit. I have to apologize to the person who abused me. Sorry. Sorry I made you shove green beans up my children's asses. Robert Pickrell. Sorry, man. I'm sorry I made you do that. Fuck you. You guys are such wicked pieces of fucking shit. Who the fuck would ever sit there and try to tell a person they have to take that shit? And then I have to pretend like that motherfucker loves me. I said I loved him all the time. I yelled it at him. I needed you to sit next to me. If you're not going to sit next to me when this shit's going down, there's a crisis. Then learn 10 little words. Yo, you sound like a dumb motherfucker. You couldn't learn 10 words? Why was learning 10 words so fucking hard? She don't care about reading the law. She don't care about being lawful. She's not a moral person, and she doesn't love me. She stayed dedicated. No, I'm not going to have a fucking meaningful connection with you. I advise you to go get raped by them men. You want me to read a couple laws? I'm not going to do it. No. Why do I have to respect that? That motherfucker, she liked to... Apparently, I don't know if she did this the whole time and I was oblivious to the damn thing. But when I got older, I noticed she would do this. She's a fucking punk-ass piece of shit. Go do her dishes. Go fucking suck her toes. Go fucking eat her green bean fucking laden shit. Now here's a bunch of dog shit, bunch of green beans. You fucking eat it or fuck your life, you fucking fuck. So fuck me if I eat it. Fuck me if I don't. Fuck you. No, I get to have a fair fucking life. If I work hard and I play by the rules, and I find a woman who loves me, and I find a career that pays my bills, I get to fucking live. You guys are such dedicated, racist, child-abusing piles of shit. You're gonna let these motherfuckers fuck with me my whole life. If I had a mother or a father and something happened, I asked him just to be a witness. Why sit on the fucking porch? Well, let's say they shoot me. Let's say Phil Greeny finally gets what he wants and he shoves green beans up my ass until I die. Well, Lucy, you could say, well, hell, he was just telling me this joke about a turtle and a snail the other day. He just wanted to make me laugh. Remember me. Can you do that? You can't even do that? You can't sit next to me? You can't be my friend? You can't be a witness? You can't have an open line of communication? You can't learn 10 little words? I made this easy for you. I'm saying you don't have to be a whole person. You don't have to be a good mother. Just be somewhat slightly, tiny bit decent. You don't have any emotional intelligence. So you're ugly. I should thank them and I should keep reminding myself of this. They're ugly pieces of shit and they're dedicated to child abuse and racism, and they've always been, every Christmas they had to drive to a racist child abuser's house. Hey, she beat the shit out of me the first time. I don't want to go here ever again. Well, we don't give a shit. No, Christmas is about child abuse. We're going to her house because fuck you and fuck your life. Can we do something I want? No. No, you don't have a house and a man who loves you. You have us, and we don't give a shit. I should thank them. If they're too damn ugly to just give a damn, then they're ugly. And they don't give a shit. They're either so hate-filled, their hate is coming out of their ears. Or they just don't have it in them. They don't have goodness. They don't have love. They don't have any virtue. Be mannerly and kind, let alone be good. Take care of poverty. Stop war. Stop mass murder. Being good and stopping crime is not what motivates these people. And that sucks, because we need